Bodies of Water. This is a tough piece because it's like it's the 80s. It's a completely different ball game coming out in the early 80s.
One of the things they talk about that will raise the budget of a film is doing a period piece. And they did a period piece very well here. I like the car. And did you get the computer with
finishing this huge edit and this stupid thing fried itself?
You know what, just leave it. They've got the Stroh's game on the tube over at the Red Keg. Most of the guys are already over there.
Yeah.
the 5 1/4 inch floppies? They might even have been 8 inch. I think the original ones were 8 inches. So to get those little period details right, they did a very good job on that. And that will always raise the cost of making such a film. So I applaud their courage in that. I like the end credits where it's a tennis court and the credits are going from one screen to the other, back and forth. That was very clever to do that way. The use of the sound design was pretty good. There were a lot of little background sounds, and I'll say that on another film later. And this was a lot of nice little tennis ball, just little things that you heard in the background that bring it to life, even though we're not seeing what's happening off screen. And that was very, very well done.
You can see the main character's sort of deterioration as he self-destructs. I think he isolates himself because he can't express his sexuality. He can't identify with anybody. He can't. He doesn't even have a name to it. He can't tell it to his parents. He can't. It's almost like I almost thought that he was going to end his life at one point in the movie when he gets onto the floor. But then there seems to be a rise, and he seems to rise against the all the things that are going against him. Mm-hmm.
That Dark Night of the Soul is like in the Save the Cat breakdown is really clear
Yes.
in that hallway scene.
Yes.
My heart broke when you could tell he's talking to his mom. He's like, yeah, I'm interested in somebody. I don't even know her name. And I was like, oh God, oh, it hurts. And then he has that wonderful moment with those other 3 tennis players. And everyone's rooting for him. I was getting like the heart flutters and the palpitations, and then you get the girlfriend line. But what's in that note? The presence of hope.
So I think this was my favorite film of the night, and not only the art direction on this, but towards the end, I think when the lights turned off and they announced that it's 3 minutes left, I think that was an amazing metaphor, and I laughed at that because the note could be anything. I think it was maybe a hope for the viewers, or maybe it's like a closing of a chapter, that now that he accepted that that's the path he's going to go through, and there's more to come. So it was a good metaphor when the lights shut down. So
Every journey starts with one step, right? This was just the first step.
I thought the note was saying something like, I'm gonna leave my canteen there and I'll meet you after, that's my excuse for the girlfriend, so I'll come back and get it and wait for me.
Ooh, I like that one. That was nice. The girlfriend's just a cover up I tell the other guys about. By the way, you got to admit that moment when he touches his neck and kind of says, "Oh, there's a bug on you." It's like, "Okay, sure there was." I know that trick. I've used it before. Stylistically, it's very nice. You're right. It's great adherence to the time period, and it's got a lovely sense of style. And the way it uses space, they tend to focus the character in the middle of large, quiet scenes, kind of showing his isolation.